Carl is a good guy. Carl Dean's his name. It's his first marriage and mine. Probably be the last till, one of us goes, and then I doubt either one of us would ever marry again. But anyway, we thought, well, let's just do it.
Imagine Dolly Parton, dazzling in rhinestones and radiating her trademark warmth, stepping away from the glittering world of music and fame to confront the cruel reality of Alzheimer's disease. Her husband of nearly 6 decades, Carl Dean, now battles the disease, turning their life together into a poignant tale of love, loss, and resilience. Dolly, a woman whose career has spanned generations, now faces a challenge that no chart-topping hit can soften. Her story reminds us that even legends are not immune to life's hardest trials. Their love story began far from the grandeur of concert halls and Hollywood red carpets. In 1964, at a laundromat named the Wishy Washy, an 18-year-old Dolly, fresh from East Tennessee, met Carl Dean, a quiet 21-year-old asphalt businessman. Carl wasn't drawn to Dolly's larger-than-life persona because back then, it didn't exist. Instead, he saw her kindness, humor, and unmistakable spark. It was a meeting that could have easily been forgotten, but for them, it was unforgettable. Carl's simplicity matched Dolly's fiery ambition, creating a balance that would anchor their relationship for decades. He wasn't intimidated by her dreams, he supported them, even when those dreams pulled her into the spotlight he actively avoided. Their first date, a casual trip to McDonald's, set the tone for a relationship grounded in humility and genuine affection. They married 2 years later in a private ceremony so intimate that only Dolly's mother and the preacher's wife attended. Even then, they seemed to know that their relationship wasn't meant for public consumption, but for the quiet spaces they created together. Carl's diagnosis, a private world shattered. For most of their lives, Carl and Dolly kept their private world carefully protected, a fortress of normalcy against the relentless tide of fame. But Carl's Alzheimer's diagnosis 3 years ago tore down those walls. At 81, Carl's condition has progressed to the point where he reportedly no longer recognizes Dolly, a devastating reality for the woman who has built her life around their bond. Imagine the heartbreak of caring for someone who no longer remembers the love you've shared. Dolly's decision to step back from her legendary career was not just a sacrifice, but a testament to the depth of her love. For years, she has been known as a workhorse, someone who thrives on creative output. Yet, faced with Carl's illness, she didn't hesitate to choose her husband over the limelight. Her actions are a poignant reminder that true devotion isn't about grand gestures, but about showing up when it matters most. Caring for someone with Alzheimer's is an emotional roller coaster that Dolly has embraced with grace, though the pain is undeniable. Alzheimer's doesn't just take memories, it reshapes daily life, making even the simplest routines monumental challenges. Dolly has taken on the role of Carl's primary caregiver, restructuring her world around his needs. Music, once a shared joy, has become a lifeline. Dolly often sings to Carl, her voice bridging the ever-widening gap the disease creates. Even if he doesn't fully comprehend the songs, those moments of connection are treasures for Dolly, who finds solace in their fleeting intimacy. Her strength lies in her ability to see light in the darkest corners, to transform heartbreak into a melody that keeps her moving forward. A career on hold, but a legacy unbroken. Dolly's decision to pause her career isn't just a practical choice, it's a profound statement about what truly matters. For a woman who has spent decades in the public eye, choosing to retreat into the private role of caregiver speaks volumes about her values. While fans lament her absence, they have responded with overwhelming love and support, proving that Dolly's connection to her audience goes far beyond her music. This hiatus doesn't diminish her legacy. If anything, it amplifies it. Dolly has built her career on themes of resilience, love, and hope, values she now embodies in her personal life. Even as she steps back, her presence looms large, a reminder that strength isn't just about perseverance, but about prioritizing what matters most, even when it's painful. The unseen struggles and quiet moments of joy. The toll Alzheimer's takes on a relationship is immeasurable. Yet Dolly finds ways to hold on to the essence of what she and Carl have built together. In the quiet moments, she discovers flickers of joy. Carl's smile when she sings to him, or the way his hand still reaches for hers, even if he doesn't remember why. These are the moments that keep her going, small victories in a battle that often feels unwinnable. Dolly has spoken openly about the emotional weight of her new role. Watching Carl, the man who stood by her through decades of triumphs and tribulations, slip away is a pain she wouldn't wish on anyone. Yet, she faces it with the same grace and humor that have endeared her to millions. She has become a symbol not just of resilience, but of enduring love in the face of unimaginable loss. While Dolly may have stepped away from her career for now, her impact continues to ripple outward. Her philanthropy, including her imagination library and contributions to healthcare and disaster relief, ensures that her legacy is about far more than her music. In many ways, this chapter of her life deepens her connection to her fans, who see her not just as an icon, but as a human being navigating the complexities of love and loss. Her journey with Carl underscores the depth of her character. Dolly Parton, the glittering star, has always been grounded in something more substantial. Whether she's dazzling audiences with her voice or quietly caring for her husband, she embodies a spirit of love and perseverance that transcends fame. A final note on love and resilience. Dolly and Carl's story, now shaped by the cruel hand of Alzheimer's, is a testament to the power of love to endure even the harshest trials. Their relationship, once defined by laughter and shared dreams, is now a study in loyalty and quiet strength. Dolly's willingness to step back from the world stage to focus on Carl is a profound reminder that, at its core, love is about showing up, through joy, through sorrow, and through the moments in between. As Dolly continues to navigate this deeply personal journey, she remains a beacon of hope for millions. Her story isn't just about loss, it's about the beauty of devotion, the courage to face life's hardest moments, and the grace to keep singing even when the melody changes. And that brings us to the end of today's heartfelt story about Dolly Parton's incredible journey through love, loss, and resilience. Dolly's devotion to Carl, her unwavering strength, and her ability to find light even in the darkest times remind us all of what truly matters in life. If you've been inspired by Dolly's story or have your own experiences with Alzheimer's or caregiving, share them in the comments below. Let's create a space where we can lift each other up, just like Dolly has lifted millions of hearts throughout her career. And remember, Dolly's journey isn't just about hardship. It's a reminder that love can weather any storm, even when the road gets tough. So, whether you're facing challenges or cherishing your own moments of joy, let's take a page from Dolly's book. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and never stop sharing kindness.